Hello there and welcome back to Hydroponics Daily, your go-to podcast for everything soilless cultivation. I'm your host, Dr. Russell Sharp, and on a previous episode, I talked about bootstrapping, and this is where you fund your venture, your business with the profits from sales rather than trying to get investment from other people, other organizations, from the stock market, things like that. So venture capital, things like that. So bootstrapping is my preferred way of getting going in hydroponics, and I encourage you to do that. There's a couple of features I didn't mention, which I think are good to mention. Bootstrapping is great if you've got a unique product and there is a desire, there's a push for your product. Often you speak to customers and you say, would you buy this? And they go, oh, yeah, I'd buy that. But when it comes to the crunch, they don't actually buy it. When you get started, when you find people are actually seeking you out and there's a real desire and you cannot fulfill demand, that's when bootstrapping works really well, because you can then go to the bank for a loan. If you have order books that you cannot fulfill, then the bank will give you a loan in most cases, as long as you have got a good credit rating. So you don't need to go out and get venture money and give away part of your business, part of the control, part of the fun, part of the returns, future returns. If you've got a really good business, then, if people have got a real desire for it, then, you just bootstrap it. If you need extra capital, go to the bank and get a loan and do it that way. Now, if you're into commodities and leafy greens, that's where I think no one should really think, they should think very long and hard before starting up a hydroponic business where you're going to grow leafy greens, because you're competing with both field-grown cultivation and large vertical farms that have got scale. And you're dealing in commodities where the margins are tiny. The other reason I don't think you should go for commodity crops, and probably more important reason, is that you have to give your customers credit. And it's not lack of sales that kills a company. It's cash flow that kills companies. Always cash flow. It's never lack of sales. And if you offer credit, then your costs will increase to the point where your cash flow will run out and you'll have to cease trading. And in farming and vertical farming, hydroponics is farming, the credit terms can be crazy. So some companies can be asking for 60-day credit, 90-day credit. In Ireland, it's not unusual for farmers to seek and get, and their suppliers to get 1-year credit. And so you can be in danger of offering too much to your customer. Now, if you have a novel product, and you have real desire from your customers for that product that they cannot get anywhere else, then do not rush into offering them credit, because you will scupper your cash flow. I would prefer to have a lower price and not offer credit than to offer credit and have a higher price, because I think it is better for your cash flow and your long-term survivability. And I often say that the customers that ask for credit are the same customers that you should never give credit for, because if they demand credit, they're demanding credit for a reason, because they are suffering from lack of cash flow and they could be in danger of going out of business. At Utrema, we only offer credit to one customer, and that customer is part of one of the 200 largest companies in the world. They're owned by a Japanese conglomerate. And if they went out of business, then the worldwide economy has gone out of business. So they're the only one we give credit to. Everybody else doesn't get credit. And you think, well, that's just bad business. And we've lost some customers because of that, some really big customers. It's the reason we don't sell gold leaf in the UK. We have to sell our product as liquid gold, because we lost a customer because they demanded credit. They weren't paying on time. They always had problems when it came to credit. So we decided, you know what? They said, we don't do business like this, we demand credit. And I was like, oh, well, jog on. And the number of customers we've lost, they've said, well, no, if you don't do credit, we can't deal with you. And, in the lawn care and the turf care business, we lose like colleges and universities because their accounts department cannot possibly deal with a company that doesn't give them credit and automatic payments, things like this. But I feel it provides you with a much more sustainable business model, especially like Utrema. All our products are unique. And if you were growing hydroponically, say you were growing cardoon or you were growing sweet potatoes in the UK, you've got a product that nobody else can supply. Saw a company in the UK yesterday. They were looking to buy some of our products. They were growing vanilla, a completely unique product and for the UK market. And so my recommendation would always be to don't give away, your crown jewels. Don't give away too much to your customers. Give them a great price. Give them, well, not even, give them a good price and offer them amazing technical support and all the other things like we do at Utremo. We offer amazing technical support, fantastic products. We'll bend over backwards. We'll answer the phone at 9 o'clock at night, but you ain't getting credit because we know as a company that's growing so fast, like we're growing at 300 to 500% a year annual growth rate, that if we gave credit, then we would screw ourselves over. We'd have no money for marketing. We'd have to have loans. We'd have to service the debt on those loans. So if this is my advice for hydroponic guys who are looking to bootstrap, cash flow will kill you. So always be wary of offering credit. And even for high-end businesses like Michelin-star restaurants, worst payers I've ever encountered. Michelin-star restaurants, worst payers, unbelievable with either they're supplying hydroponic fertilizers or actually selling them produce. Never offer them credit because they just don't pay. They're living hand to mouth. And the other reason I'm a big advocate of pro forma payment up front is that you don't have to pay people to chase your bad debtors. You don't have to have a credit controller. You don't have to pay for credit score ratings and Experian and things like this. So always think long and hard. And once you start offering credit to one customer, it's very difficult to not offer it. And your whole system your whole business model gets arranged around offering credit. Okay. And hydroponics is very much a boom and bust industry. And you might be able to make loads of money for 6 months, but around the corner could be a trough, a valley in the market, and not having vast amounts of people owing you money can help you dramatically. We've seen in the hydroponics industry in the UK, companies going bust because their customers haven't been able to repay them the money that they owe them. And it's always, next month I'm getting £600,000 in. But they're not, because a load of people have gone bust in the meantime and they've walked away with their debts. So there's my advice. If you're a hydroponic company, always start with a unique product and then make sure that you emphasize how unique that product is. Test the market, make sure that it is one that people actually want. There's a pull for it. If you need money to scale, then use that pull to show banks that there is a demand. People are trying to give you money and you can't give them the product. And if you can give them the product without the loan, even better. And then never offer credit because it's going to cash flow will kill your company. All right. If you disagree, then let me know. If you think I'm not living in the real world, let me know. But I've built my company without any business loans, without any credit offered. So it is possible. Obviously, strictly speaking, I'm not hydroponics because, we dabble, but we're mainly in the inputs business, specialist fertilizers, biostimulants, and biopesticides. And if you're interested in those sorts of products, check out utremo.co.uk. Something for everyone. Every order at utremo.co.uk for the foreseeable future gets a hydroponics headache card game. 32 amazing challenges for hydroponic growers and a solution on how to solve it on the back of the card. It's a really fun game to play and very, very informative. If you've got a bored day in your grow room, then it's a fantastic game to play and just look at. All right. So check out utremo.co.uk. Any order at all and you get a copy of that. And we send out goodies to our best customers all the time. So if you're a grow shop or a hydroponic grower, and you buy from us consistently, you'll always be getting stuff through the post. Snoods, jumpers, sweets, beer mats, card games. All right, that's enough for today. Thank you very much for listening to Hydroponics Daily, and I'll see you again tomorrow.